Jenin. It's a small city in the northern West Bank, but it's become a shorthand for raids, funerals, headlines that fade too fast. Here's a quick timeline to ground this. 2002. The Battle of Jenin turns the refugee camp into a symbol. Israeli forces move in to dismantle militant networks. Palestinians and rights groups document heavy civilian harm and destroyed homes. The narrative splits. Security versus disproportionate force, and that split never really heals. 2015 to 2022, near-nightly raids across the West Bank intensify. Jenin camp is repeatedly targeted. Israel frames them as counter-terrorism operations. UN monitors and NGOs log growing civilian casualties and damage in densely packed neighborhoods. July 2023, one of the largest incursions in years. Armored vehicles and drones. Israeli officials say they're hitting armed groups. Palestinian health authorities and the UN report over a dozen Palestinians killed, including minors, and hundreds displaced by bulldozed streets. Footage shows clinics and homes scarred by fire. Late 2023 into 2024. As the Gaza war escalates, raids in Jenin become more frequent and more lethal. Drone strikes inside the camp appear more often. Journalists, medics, bystanders are among the dead in several incidents, according to hospital records and press freedom groups. 2025, the pattern persists. Pre-dawn entries, targeted killings, house demolitions, civilians caught in the middle. Israel says it's preventing attacks. Rights organizations cite repeated violations of distinction and proportionality in crowded urban spaces. Why does this read as indifference to Palestinian life? Critics point to three things: the repetition despite warnings, the predictable civilian toll in a compressed refugee camp, a lack of accountability, investigations that rarely lead to charges. Zoom out, and Jenin isn't an outlier. It's a timeline of choices. Each raid trades short-term tactical gains for long-term human costs. If the goal is security, the ledger keeps showing the same red lines. Civilians buried neighborhoods, broken a community, taught that their lives are collateral. That's the record. What changes it is not claims but consequences.